Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. Greetings from München, Germany. And I happen to be here today with the winner of the CineMerit Award, coincidentally, Bryan Cranston. Congratulations,
Scott, how are you, man? Good to see you.
First of all, have you been to Munich before?
I have. I've been to Munich before. It's a beautiful city, full of history and art and parks, and it's a great place to be and to wander around. I got up early this morning, put on my hat and my glasses so no one could recognize me, and I'm out doing my walk and looking at the beautiful architecture. It's great. It's fantastic.
So it's a different disguise. Years ago when Comic-Con, I happened to be talking to this gentleman, you had a different disguise when you walked around Comic-Con floor.
I did. I had a full-on Walter White mask that looked absolutely perfect. I mean, every line, every crease, everything was perfect. I had this on, I had Walter White's clothes, and I walked the floor of Comic-Con as Walter White, and people would come, wouldn't that be funny if that was actually Bryan Cranston? And I go, yeah, I know, it would be kind of fun. I had to raise my voice, because I think they would recognize my voice. I raised my voice up to like that. Yeah, I'm just a fan of the show. It was fun.
The show was very good to you. But now let's talk about something a little different. He's here with the movie Wakefield. What's really fascinating about this movie, it's like you get to be a voyeur on your own life. You get to kind of watch everybody without them knowing you're watching them.
I think people are fascinated by that. I know I was when I first read the script, that here's a man who can just take time out from his life, slow things down, and at the same time have the advantage of watching what happens in his life if he's removed without being detected. He's looking through an attic window across the courtyard into his house, and he watches his wife and his children behave, and do they miss him? Do they not miss him? How does it? He's watching with utter fascination. And then, unfortunately for him, the distance keeps growing because he can't figure out how to make a re-entry into that life.
But I thought what was really interesting about this movie is I didn't know if you were the antagonist or the protagonist. Do I like him? Do I not like him? It kept shifting back and forth. As an actor, how did you settle in? Is it one or the other, or is it supposed to be ambiguous?
No, I think the job of the actor is not to determine if you're good or bad, but just that you are something, that you find a track to be on with an agenda and a purpose, and not to judge your character, whether I'm good here or bad here, but I'm honest, that you want to find the honesty in the character and the justification for the character's actions and his thought process. So that's all you're really focusing on. And I really related to Howard Wakefield, because in this day and age of high technology, we can get lost in our tablets and things, and everything is sped up. Everything, you feel like sometimes you're on a hamster wheel and you're just going, and my God, is this my life? It's nonstop. I would just love to get off of this for a second and breathe and calm down and take an adult snow day and do whatever I wanted. And that's what's Howard's initial interest. Unfortunately, he has a hard time figuring out how he re-enters his life.
But speaking of snow days, when you see this movie, you'll understand my question. You're taking several snow days because you let yourself go, no shower, no shave, nothing. What is the longest you've ever taken that time where you just kind of let yourself go, and I'm not going to groom myself, I'm just going to be natural?
That must have been, see, I've been with the same woman for 30 years, so it had to have been before that, because she would have said, oh, you smell, take a shower. So I would say that it was on the road when I was 19 years old, 19, 20, and 21, 22 years old. For 2 years, I traveled on motorcycle across the country. And I know there were maybe 10 days that I went without a shower, where you're going in a sink and just trying to not be so offensive. I think probably 10 days.
And I have a feeling that if you read his book, some of those stories are probably in there too.
They are in the book.
Bryan, I can't thank you enough as always. And again, congratulations. Somebody get there.
Thanks
very much. Scott Orlin. Until next time.